Alright, so today we're going to go over a basic furnace checkup, which is included with all of our home care clubs. It's an 18-year-old furnace. You got to go through them pretty good when they're this old. What we'll be doing is checking the ignition system, the flame safety system, checking out both your motors. Also be checking to see how cleanly it burns. And then we'll also be doing a heat exchanger check on it to make sure that there's no cracks or breaks in the heat exchanger. If there are, then that needs to be dealt with right away. So the first thing we're going to do is check your combustion here. The normal check time is about 45 minutes. That's an ugly sound. Yeah, so got problems with our induced draft motor here. Bearings in that are no good. So what I'm going to be doing now is checking out the blower motor. You can hear your bearings thumping in there. So bearings are really loose down in that blower motor. The blower motor right now. What that will do is give me access to the heat exchanger. What the heat exchanger is, it's a big metal box up in the back of that furnace. The flue gases and the flames go up into the inside of that box, heating that metal box up, and then the air that goes into your house goes over the outside of that big metal box, and that's how the air going into your house and the flue gases never mix. Unless, of course, there's breaks or cracks in that heat exchanger. Checking to see if there's oil on the bottom, but the bearings are not good in it. You can hear them thumping back and forth. So next, I'm going to get in here and take a look at that heat exchanger. It's getting pretty plugged up with crud. I don't usually, something this old, I'm sure your air conditioner is the same age.
Oh yeah,
so
air conditioner's terrible.
It's best if you're going to do one, I would think about doing both, even if the air conditioners are running right now. So right now I'm checking out the flame sensor, and what this does is it just tells the furnace that the flames have lit. You can leave the gas valve open. So at this point on this particular furnace, so far what I've found is the induced draft motor, bearings are bad in it. The blower motor, the bearings are bad in it. My igniter has high resistance, which just means it's on its way out. And my flame sensor is okay at this point. So now what happens is that I will write up an option sheet. On my options, there'll be first option will be just what I feel like needs to be done is an immediate repair. For this furnace, the immediate repair would be to get rid of this induced draft motor and replace it. My second option will be all the things that this furnace needs. The induced draft motor, the blower motor, and the igniter. And at that point, the third option is always to replace the furnace if that's what everyone decides that needs to be done at this point. The heat exchanger is okay on this furnace, so there's no reason to turn it off, but at this point with an 18-year-old furnace, we need to make a decision with the homeowner as to whether it's worth putting the kind of money into this thing to make it as reliable as possible on a furnace this old. Our object here, of course, is safety first, reliability and efficiency. And safety wise, this furnace is okay. Reliability, we're going to have to put a lot of money into it to get it so I'm not worried about it kicking out in the middle of the night on you sometime soon. And so at this point we'll talk over that with the homeowner and decide where to go from here.